Hello everyone, welcome to the 5-Minute Discovery channel. Running along the northern part of India, there is a river that is considered the embodiment of all the sacred waters in Hindu mythology. That is the Ganges, also known as Ganga, a river that is tens of millions of years old, and has become the cradle of the brilliant Indian civilization. Indians have long worshipped the Ganges as a mother. For them, this is not only the flow of water, but also the door that opens a world of religion, culture, love and the longevity of the nation. The area around this river contains rich historical memories, with stories of hope, fear, victory and defeat. However, in the eyes of the international community, the Ganges is facing a heartbreaking reality. This sacred river is gradually dying. On the list of the most polluted rivers in the world, pollution has endangered the sacredness of the Ganges, and it is dying ecologically. In today's video, join us as we explore the journey of this river, from a symbol of life and religion, to a major environmental challenge. Learn the profound and moving stories surrounding the Ganges, and why we need to act to save a part of India's soul. The Ganges is not only a sacred river, but also the heart of India's economy and social life. Let's explore the profound significance of this river in the lives of more than half of the population and its important role in Indian civilization. First of all, the Ganges provides water to more than 40% of India's population. Acting as the lifeblood of this giant nation, the Ganges River Basin has fertile land, is home to millions of people and is the largest agricultural production area. Lush green fields of rice, sugarcane, pulses and many other crops create a vivid picture of Indian agriculture. Walking along both banks of the river, you will see a complex system of canals, with the Upper Ganges Canal and the Lower Ganges Canal being the two main arteries, bringing water to the vast fields. Almost the entire Ganges Delta has been reclaimed for agriculture, while forests and grasses have given way to rich crops. The riverside landscape is diverse. Marshlands and lakes provide abundant food. Here, people grow vegetables and other plants, creating a rich and sustainable ecosystem. In some areas, you can even see crocodiles gliding between the dense trees. The Ganges not only nourishes the body, but also brings inspiration and spirituality to the people here. This is a place where culture, history and religion converge, where each stream carries precious stories and memories. The Ganges, with its abundant water from the snow-capped peaks, maintains a strong flow all year round. Even during the hot months of April to June, the river provides water for agriculture, becoming a valuable source of irrigation for this land. However, during the rainy season, heavy rainfall can cause flooding, especially in the delta areas. Since the 4th century BC, dams and canals have been built along the Ganges basin, demonstrating its great potential. Although India has begun to exploit the hydroelectric potential of the Ganges, it is estimated that only about 20% of this potential has been exploited by the end of the 20th century. This shows that there is still a lot of opportunity to develop and use this precious resource. However, beyond its economic value, the Ganges also has deep spiritual significance. For nearly 1 billion Hindus, this river is a symbol of faith and religion. Every drop of the Ganges is steeped in legends and myths. One of the most famous legends is about the time of King Shara, when the king performed a special sacrifice called the horse sacrifice. This was a sacred occasion, where the river was not only a place for purification but also a bridge between humans and the divine. In the mystical legends of India, there is a story about a special horse. During the horse sacrifice held by King Shara, the horse was allowed to roam freely, and the warriors had to try to stop it. If they failed, it meant that they accepted the king's supremacy. The princes of King Shara set out to search for the horse and eventually discovered it near a sage named Kavala. However, when the boys tried to capture the horse, they disturbed the sage. In a fit of rage, Kavala burned him alive with his fiery gaze, leaving the souls of the princes drifting and unable to rest. Overwhelmed by this scene, King Shara prayed to Lord Shiva, asking him to help his son find peace. Seeing the king's suffering, Lord Shiva was moved and sent goddess Ganga to earth. She brought water from the celestial world, flowed through the hair and feet of Lord Shiva, and poured it down to the souls of the lost princes. When the Ganga's water touched their souls, the young men were immediately liberated. To commemorate the goddess Grace, the river was named after her. Ganga. Since then, the Ganges has not only been a river, but also a sacred symbol, carrying the power of all three worlds, heaven, earth and hell. The people of India believe that this river flows from the sacred realms, bringing purity and salvation to all souls. The Ganges River, known as Chi Partiga in Sanskrit, is a symbol of holiness and salvation in Hinduism. It is believed that the river can wash away all sins, and that when the ashes of the deceased are placed in it, their souls will find peace and salvation. One of the most prominent events related to the Ganges River is the Kumbh Mela, India's largest bathing festival. Not only is it the largest religious festival, it also has profound significance in Hinduism, attracting over 100 million participants. The festival takes place every 3 years and can be seen from the moon through a telescope. The purpose of this festival is to commemorate a legendary battle between gods and demons for the possession of the nectar of immortality. According to legend, during this battle, a god dropped 4 drops of nectar in 4 different regions of India, and that is where the festival takes place. The festival usually takes place from January to March, lasting for 55 days. Every time the festival season comes, millions of Indians make pilgrimages from all over to the festival sites. The most important ritual of the festival is bathing in the sacred waters of the Ganges River. Indians believe that bathing in the sacred rivers is a way to repent for past mistakes and wash away sins. This is also an occasion to remember the souls of the deceased, helping them escape the cycle of reincarnation. One of the most sacred bathing spots is the confluence of the Ganges and Shalati rivers. It is believed that anyone who bathes at this confluence will be cleansed of sins and liberated. During the festival, there are 6 special bathing days, determined by the alignment of the stars. During these days, Indians not only bathe but also drink the water of the Ganges and bring it back for worship. In particular, the festival attracts thousands of Hindu priests, holy men with gentle faces and colorful costumes, to bless the pilgrims. Millions of colorful tents are set up, and many people sleep under the trees. The preparation for this great festival is costly, both in terms of effort and finances, but it is the sacredness and strong faith that makes people willing to sacrifice for such a sacred experience. The Ganges is more than just a river, it is a symbol of life, death, and spirituality in Indian culture. In Varanasi, considered the holiest place, cremation in the Ganges is considered a privilege, helping the soul find liberation and peace. Every year, millions of devotees flock here to perform the cremation ritual and release the ashes into the river, believing that this will end the cycle of reincarnation and lead him to nirvana. In this city, cremations take place in large cremation grounds, which can process up to 100 bodies a day. The eternal flames of the pyres have been burning for centuries. However, not everyone can be cremated immediately. Many elderly people have to wait in cramped quarters, living on begging to save for their own funerals. Although Varanasi may seem gloomy to the uninitiated, it is actually a city full of life. Temples, religious ceremonies and incense smoke create a sacred atmosphere here. For Indians, dying and being cremated in Varanasi is a great honor, an opportunity to end the cycle of reincarnation. Foreigners are also welcome to participate and witness these rituals. They can watch the sunset on the Ganges from boats, witness the red-hot pyres, an opportunity to reflect on life and death. However, photography is prohibited, as locals believe it can interrupt the journey of souls. However, besides its spiritual beauty, the Ganges is also facing a major challenge: pollution. Hundreds of millions of Indians live around the river, with the habit of cooking, washing and throwing ashes into the water. There are also many industrial plants upstream, leading to 80% of untreated wastewater being discharged directly into the river. Pollution increases, especially during major festivals, when millions of people flock to Varanasi to participate. Information about water pollution is often ignored, and many people do not believe that river water can contain disease-causing bacteria. The Ganges River is an indispensable part of the spiritual and cultural life of Indians. But it is also a testament to the contradiction between spirituality and reality. Thank you for following the story of this sacred river. If you find it interesting, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell and share this video. See you in the next stories.